If you saw the thing with Bethe Correia and Ronda Rousey, where she's like, "Hey, don't commit suicide," and she's like, "Hey, my father."
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah. Do you think when people get into that trash talking thing, do you think that there's a line that people recognize, that fighters recognize, like, "Hey, I can't cross this line"?
I would think common sense has got to prevail here. And like, yeah, there's certain things you shouldn't say unless you want to, suffer getting your head kicked. Like, I think, yeah, I don't think Ronda Rousey needs to be motivated anymore, but Bethe Correia is probably going to get her head kicked in now, for sure, like viciously.
I think it depends on how much the public likes you. Ronda's said some pretty horrendous things herself in the past, and people have not batted an eye, or they have, but she didn't apologize for anything. I don't think an apology is necessary. I mean, they're both grown women. People are too easily offended, I think.
This is a small, there's a small window in this game. You're going to do as much as you can to make as much money as you can, and that's just the way the game is. Fighters like to do it. Fighters like to express themselves that way. They're good at it, and if you're good at it, use it to your advantage because, it's a gift. It's a gift you have. So if you got the gift of the gab, use it to your advantage. And I still believe that it's going to take a lot to beat Ronda Rousey for sure. She's the champion. Great judo background, good boxing. I just think she's unbeatable at the minute. She's at that part in her career where there's no one can touch her, and I'm picking Ronda Rousey to win.
I have a lot of respect for Ronda. She talks a lot of talk, a lot of trash talk. So it seems like there's no punches pulled with her. So why should someone else? I don't know. And it's weird now. It's like you can say stuff, but you can't say stuff. So I don't know. Just you kind of gotta. I have to watch what I have to say a lot of times. So I don't know.
Like my point of view, it's two sides. Like sides as a person, we got more moral values, and I think that certain things you could not say, especially you're a figure, a public figure. People will look out to you, kids and women and men. And olders and stuff, I think there's a line, as far as words goes, because people could one word can mean like 1,000 different things. But you got kids that don't think too much, they're not too bright, and you got adults, you got people could have a different understanding of the what you actually mean, But I think on the fighter side, you have to promote the fight, So there's a little bit both, but I think if you look to the person itself and look what the person is about, and look at her lifestyle. It looks like she was a decent person, and she just, So I think she didn't mean anything bad.
That stuff sells, and that's the bottom line. We all want to make money out here. At the end of the day, I think all fighters respect anyone that gets up to the UFC level. And if you get to the UFC level, that means you're a bad man or a bad woman, And so at that point, you got to give them respect. But they're trying to take food off your table. They're trying to take money out of you that you could use to give to your family, that you could feed your kids with. So when people start getting in there before the fight happens, there's a lot of emotions that go through it. And one of the keys to being a great fighter is to just push all that stuff aside and be mentally prepared, But you say whatever you want. Who cares? It's just words.
I think that's a bit extreme. I hadn't heard that, but I think that's, it's a little over the line. But hey, whatever. Just trying to sell the fight, I guess.
It's a war. It's a fair game. I don't work like that, That's I don't choose those words, but if she says, I'm sure she has a plan in her mind. So props to her.